Good folks. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode. It is the end of the month. And what I like to do every single month is put together a financial update for myself, for my family, my wife, and just get an idea as to, come on, plug in, just get an idea as to, how my investments did this month. I have different goals that I'm going to kind of share with you on, on some of my crypto stuff. I want to get to a certain amount of coins. On some of my shares and ETF, I want to get to a certain amount of dollars invested. And so I just wanted to walk with you all, because again, I do this on the last trading day of every single month. So with it being Friday, this was the last trading day. The last day of the month is Sunday, but on Monday, that'd be November 1st, and that's going to be the new trading day. So I just wanted to walk you through this. I have two kind of platforms that I do. I do kind of a hand and paper or an Excel spreadsheet for some information that is a little bit more specific, and some of the programs doesn't put it the way that I like it, as well as it allows me to bring in multiple portfolios. I have a ETF portfolio, I got a retirement portfolio, I got my son's portfolio, and I got two crypto portfolios. And so on this one spreadsheet, I can put all of that information on one instead of jumping back and forth. And then I also have a QuickBooks site that does a lot of transactions, and it serves a different purpose. But for today, we're going to go straight into the Excel spreadsheet. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up for the video. And I hope this helps you in trying to replicate something for yourself. I have felt that when I look at this stuff on a monthly basis, it gives me energy for the next month. It allows me to see possible growth and growth in the different portfolios, as well as it gives me the opportunity to constantly go over my plan and get an idea as to where I am. Do I want to make any adjustments? Things of that nature. So I'm going to be using my phone for a little bit of this and kind of talking out loud as I go through. But I want to just put this all together and show you. So this main portfolio that you see right here on the top is my ETF portfolio that I put money in every single month on a monthly basis. The ones that are in green are my what I call forever holds. So those I plan on putting anywhere from $300 to $500 every single month into the particular ETF. And then the ones that are at the bottom where right at the red and then it goes black, those are ones that I actually did a video a couple weeks ago, a couple weeks ago on taking $50,000 and turning it into $100,000. Well, these are the 5 ETFs that are each individual property in my eyes. So the ARCG is going to be one property, ARCW, Print, BETS, and AIQ. And so for those 5 specifically, I am trying to get $10,000 invested into each of those ETFs. And so the 2 in the red have been completed, and then the bottom 3, so Print, BETS, and AIQ, are the ones that I'm still working on. And then you're going to ask, well, why do you have 3 green ones that are don't have any information, no position cost, anything? Well, as these 3 drop off Print, BETS, and AIQ, I'm then going to transition that money into those particular 3 ETFs. So the last 2, SPYD and LIT, got added on once ARKG and ARKW got completed. So we're just going to go through this real quick and just make some adjustments. I have already adjusted the position costs when I put the money in and I invested in these particular ETFs. So we're just going to adjust the current value, see where we are, and go from there. So QCLN is my biggest position, and this had a hellified swing this month. It went up to $16,102.75. My semiconductor, which has been a sleeper, this is probably one of the best. No, I'm not lying to you. LIT is probably my best, or the one that I'm most excited about. SMH is 13,408.36 now. CMBS cannabis is actually sleeping a little bit. It is my cannabis ETF, and because we're dealing, I believe, so much with, I'm going blank here, but the $2 trillion stimulus package, the infrastructure package, because we're dealing a lot with that. I believe cannabis and the legalization of cannabis has kind of taken a back seat. And so I am actually okay with that because it's allowing me to build a much bigger position at lower rates. So this is probably a 12 to 18 month position or it has gotten pushed out by 12 to 18 months. And then honestly, depending on what happens next elections with Democrats and Republicans, if Democrats loses some seats, this might get pushed out even further. So again, if you have listened to any of my videos, if you know about me, I am a long-term holder, and I am okay if this takes 4 or 5 more years before it starts taking off. I'm going to keep putting my $300 in a month. If I can get $40,000-$50,000 in this thing before it takes off and then it shoots to the moon, I'll be even happy. So I'm not complaining too much on that one. Next one is IYC. IYC, let's see, 49.50, 69. And then next is FH. FH took over iPay. FH is 44.62.20. And then iPay is 41.77.28. So this is now 5. This is now 6. Lit, which is a great ETF. It's lithium ion batteries. And I am upset that I didn't start doing this from the beginning of the year. I'm sure that you guys probably heard, if you're really into electric vehicles, Hertz just purchased 100,000 vehicles from Tesla, which is just going to jumpstart this transition from internal combustion engines over to electric vehicles. It's going to give folks such as even myself the opportunity to be able to try out a car for, $100 a day and get to see what it feels like. Get rid of that range anxiety that is such a big deal. Get rid of the concept of going somewhere, charging your battery, seeing how long that takes. This $100,000 vehicle purchased by Hertz, I believe, is going to change so much in this electric vehicle space. And LIT has everything to do with the battery makers for for all electric vehicles. All right, so now we're going to jump. So that's my forever hold position. Now we're going to go back to ARKG. ARKG is killing me. I'm down almost 20% in this particular one. Let's see here. Did I go up or down? 9.7. No, I moved sideways this month on that one. ARKW 10.5. It went up this month. Print is at 34.64. Bets, where's Bets at? Oh, AIQ took Bets' position. 16, 15. Bets is 6,083.91. And then AIQ is 61.20.03. So now I just reorganize these in position, and this goes from smallest to largest by current value. And so how I kind of got this laid out is again, just information that is important to me. I got all of my particular stock symbols here to the left. I got the number of shares that I own in each particular position. I have my position cost. So this is how much money I put into each particular position. And then if you take that number and correlate it over to the current value, you will be able to see if the position is up or down. I also found for myself the cost basis. So this is my break-even point. Anything under this particular dollar that you see on the cost basis, I will begin losing money. And then if it goes over that number, that's where I begin gaining money. I have a value goal. This is where I want these particular ETFs and positions to get to. So all of these in the forever hold, I want to be $1 million positions except for ONEQ, which is my cash part. I'll talk a little bit about that on a future video. And then I have the particular sector I'm in. So I'm in energy, technology, consumer staples, going down the line. Now, so in looking at that, you would say, well, Chase provides that, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Charles. Yes, all of these particular platforms and brokerage does provide this basic information. But for me, again, I wanted to have a place, I'm going to scroll down a little bit and kind of keep going through some of this, a place where all of my portfolios were in one particular place. To the right of this, you'll see quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Those are the dividends that I receive from each particular ETF. At the bottom here, you will get an opportunity to look and see, I add them up. So each quarter, I want to be making more money in quarterly dividends. I did a video on getting to $100,000 in tax-free income. I'm doing that via dividends. And I just want to, this is just a mental thing, something small for me. As you can see right now, I'm making no money. $10 a quarter, $14, $32 a quarter. This fourth quarter is going to be a big one because a lot of ETFs pay only once a year. So some of these that you see that haven't been paying in quarter 1, 2, or 3 are all going to pay in quarter 4 in addition to the ones that have been paying. So quarter 4 is going to be a big quarter for that. And then finally over here to the right, under share price is kind of an average share price as to where it's been, and then the last recent dividend. And this tells me how many shares I need in order for my dividend payout to buy one share. So again, this is a little bit specific to Aaron Davis and what I like to look at. And so I get the opportunity to see, look, for this particular one, QCLN, I need 10,919 shares so that the dividend payout can purchase one share. So that's a lot of shares. Whereas you look at something like SPYD, I only need 73 more shares, and then I'll be able to purchase one dividend with the dividend payout. So all of this is exciting to me, and it keeps me going because what the magic of compounding interest really starts happening when my dividends are able to buy shares, and then next quarter round, those shares that are purchased on dividends provide me more dividend income. So this is where the snowball really starts taking off and really gets exciting. And so I have this information over here on the right. It's just a ticking, I don't want to say ticking time bomb. That's not the right terminology, but just a cheese in front of the mouse to keep them running on the cart. This just keeps me waking up in the morning, keeps me going, and just allows me to see how close I am. So now we're going to open up my retirement, and I'm going to go to that one and make any adjustments. I only have two positions here. VTI, which is a total stock market ETF, and then an international stock market ETF, which is two great portfolios. You know, I started with Fidelity, and they are managing my particular ETF. And at first I didn't like it. I thought I knew a lot, prior to going into putting out my own portfolio and handling my own investments. But I really liked having this portfolio managed by them because it has given me the opportunity to see what professional managers do and how, as an individual looking over your money, you have so much emotion tied to the stock market. When it goes up, when it goes down, you want to sell, you want to buy this or that. And I love watching Fidelity and how they manage the portfolio. It's technically Facet Wealth, which is my wife works for the company. And I love to see how, no matter what, they just constantly invest on this date. No matter what the market is doing, in or out, they have very basic ETFs. At the beginning, I was like, man, you guys should put me in a different ETF, something a little bit more aggressive, whatnot. This particular ETF that they have me in, and I know this is just a year, but I freaking love this ETF for a novice investor, for a beginning investor, for someone that is just looking to put some money away every single month and look up in 20 years and it'd be worth more. That is the ETF to be in, BTI and BEA. You will also notice that these two, they have it in a 66, 33 split. So 66% of the money goes to VTI, and then 33% of the money goes to VEA every single month. So it's a beauty to watch because, again, it has taught me maturity in the stock market. It has taught me patience, and it's taught me how to be in this for the long haul and just constantly keep investing. So here we go. Traditional IRA. What did we do this month? I'm a little bit off. We got 26 of these. We got 66 of these. We got 371.45 in cash. And then the current value, maybe I didn't update this one. 61.59, 66, 34, 39, 92, 371.45. And then I need to go back here to position cost and make sure. I thought I updated this. 534.50. And then this one is solid. So this is 970. Perfect. And so if you look, well, this is another thing. This is where you just get to compare things and why I like having all this stuff on one spreadsheet. I only got $10,000 invested in this traditional IRA. And this traditional IRA, as of right now, provides me more dividend income than my damn near $100,000 brokerage account. Now, to be fair, my brokerage account is geared a lot more towards growth and not so much towards just long-term growth. And so as I stop investing so much money into these last three and begin investing more into ONEQ and my utilities ETF, these two are going to allow me or start boosting up that dividend income. These are more kind of geared towards dividend income and just a constant 15% kind of year-over-year growth rate. So that is going to allow the tables to start turning from a growth portfolio to a little bit of a combination of growth and stability. And at that point, don't get me wrong, over many years, then that dividend income is going to start picking up and start catching up to the traditional IRA. The other thing that I was talking to my wife about, and this is also why you want to get invested as soon as you can, is because I did some kind of basic math off of some percentages and ratios that I have here. And around year 12 to year 14, depending on how much dividends increase over this time, I will, in my traditional IRA account, I will start receiving anywhere from $6,000 to $7,000 in dividends. What's special about that in a Roth IRA, as of right now, you can only put in $6,000 a year if you're under 50 years old. And so come year 12 or so, year 13, year 14, my dividends are going to be as much as what I'm putting in already. And so as my account was starting to grow just, $6,000 a year of invested funds, come year 13, so that's going to be 2034, 2035, my account is going to start growing by $12,000 in invested funds, let alone whatever growth from portfolio and value increase and appreciation that we get throughout the year. So this is, again, where the magic really starts happening. You get used to putting in $6,000 a year, and or you can do something different. Maybe if you don't want to be as aggressive and you're a little bit younger, you just have time, you can stop putting in the $6,000 a year because your dividends are matching what you're already doing. And so your dividends can continue the growth rate for you, and you don't have to do that. So this is why you want to start getting invested and really building out your foundation in those first 5 to 10 years so that then your money can truly start working for you and you can be set. So, excuse me. I have Elliot's account in Fidelity, so we're going to do Elliot's account real quick while I'm in here, and then we're going to go over to the crypto side. Alrighty, Elliot, this is my son's account. And so, Elliot, I have him. Man, I didn't do Fidelity this month. I have Elliot signed up for 1402 cash in his account. QCLN took off this month. What I have for Elliot, I'm doing 2 positions for him. I'm doing QCLN at $1,000. So I'm putting $1,000 invested in the QCLN and I'm letting that ride. That is a clean energy ETF that is more geared towards renewable energy, solar, electric vehicles, utility companies, wind energy, kind of that whole renewable side. And also, if you did notice, that is my top position in my brokerage account. And then I have a cannabis ETF that I'm working on currently to get to. I got about another 300. No. That should be higher. 721, 721.64. There we go. I got $700 invested thus far. I got to do another $280, and then that will be done. And then I'll start investing in ONEQ, which is going to be his cash park, which is, again, identical to my cash park once I get this position completed for him. And these are just long-term plays that in 18, 20 years, I'm definitely assuming by then cannabis will be legalized across the United States, making a lot of money. Clean energy will have continued on its path through this infrastructure bill and any other evolutions of technology and things of that nature, and are just good positions to have for him since he has such a long track record. All right, so let's talk about cryptocurrency. So I have, again, 2 accounts here, Coinbase and Voyager. The reason that I have 2 accounts, Voyager is as new as a couple days ago. Coinbase is for positions that don't really allow me to do any staking, whereas Voyager is positions that I am going to be staking those rewards, as well as I'm kind of doing something similar on the crypto side where I have a kind of a long-term position hold, and then I have ones that I'm just investing a certain amount of money in, and then I'm stopping. Well, on the crypto side, it's a little bit more coin-based or share-based, and then I'm going to be moving on. So let's go over here. So for Coinbase, come on, phone, load up. I got 1,700 coins. It says shares of FET. Fetch AI is an AI artificial intelligence cryptocurrency that is really doing a lot of things in the artificial intelligence space. I'll be making a video on this and going a little bit more in depth if this is new to you, but this is a favorite of mine, and I'm trying to get to 2,500 coins for this particular one, and working on that in progress. I got 800 more to go. So this is 1260, 67. AMP is almost, I want you to think of AMP as like the Visa or MasterCard of cryptocurrency. It allows an individual to go into a store with whatever cryptocurrency they want to use, pay for the item, and then this particular cryptocurrency will take that currency and whatever the person paid with and then transfer it into the store's bank account in whatever fiat they want to receive. So if they want to receive Bitcoin, if they want to receive dollars, euros, pounds, whatever, pesos, Canadian dollar, this cryptocurrency will take the starting fiat and change it over to the end fiat of, again, whatever the store wants. That's the simplified version of that, but it is a little bit more. Shiba is just a meme stock for me that I'm just running as the current times, and we'll be looking to exit this position at some point. Put a couple $100 in it, $200 to be exact, and I'm just kind of seeing where they go. Over here, I'm just trying to see. I would like these positions to get to 100,000. This one, if I can get to 20,000, I'll be very excited. I don't think that's going to really happen. I think it honestly might get somewhere around 5 to 7. On a $200 investment is definitely a great return. All right. On the Voyager, let's go here. Voyager, again, like I said, I'm only a couple days into this. I haven't even finished transferring everything over. I just got my Cardano there, and I'm going to begin staking the Cardano. You get 5% staking, which is almost similar to like the dividends in the crypto world. They pay out monthly on your particular assets, your cryptos. And so I love Voyager because Voyager gives you the opportunity to stake a lot more coins than you can on Coinbase. And so, however, I like the Coinbase platform a little bit better than I like the Voyager platform. So on those that I can stay on Coinbase, or again, the ones that I can't stake, I just left them on Coinbase, so it gives me the reason to go back. The watch list and things are a little bit more better on Coinbase. The ability to see and how, as you can see here, position costs and everything that I can add up. It's just easier to do on Coinbase than it is on Voyager. So that's why I like to have these two, but I do want those staking rewards. And so that's why for the ones that I can stake, I'm moving over to Voyager. I also just put in a deposit here, I just deposited some money. I'm going to be putting 2,500 in VGX, which is Voyager, the company, their particular cryptocurrency coin, and then Chainlink, which is a cryptocurrency that is going to allow, or it's going to be the keystone to all of these smart contracts being viable into the real world. So those particular two are long-term positions that I'm looking to just constantly, as I'm doing up above, kind of doing my $300 a month. That's what I'm going to be doing with these. VecChain, which is number 4, is actually a coin that I can't purchase on Coinbase Pro, but it also doesn't do any staking in Voyager as of yet. But I really like that one because that cryptocurrency is going to give the ability for products to be scanned, and their scan is going to go back on VecChain's blockchain, and is going to be able to really help stores and transferring individuals, transferring units, train 18-wheelers, things of that nature, move product around. And so stores and customers have a much better idea as to where their product is and how long it's going to take to get to it. And you can follow it damn near from the manufacturing in China, on the boat, to landing in the port, to on the 18-wheeler, to the distribution. Like it's really going to be game changing. I really feel more for the store side than the actual individual purchasing something. But this is going to be exciting stuff that I'm just as I'm constantly learning. I'm a novice to cryptocurrency. I'm just getting into it, but it's exciting. It's great, and it keeps me broke. I literally have no money anymore because it's going to one of 4 of these accounts, whether it be cryptocurrency, Elias account, my retirement, or the personal brokerage. And folks wonder why all I can afford is a Costco hot dog. Other than that, please subscribe to the channel. I hope this was valuable. Again, I do this every single month on the spreadsheet, and then I do a part 2 kind of on the QuickBooks side. that has a little bit more information and different information. But this is a good start for you guys to see, and hopefully you can replicate this and do this on your own and continue to grow your personal wealth on a month-to-month basis. Again, thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel and look forward to seeing you at the next video.